Welcome on into another episode of the Healthy Discussion Show. Today's topic, we're talking about China. The China man buying up all your schools. What? Y'all didn't know that, did you? It's about to be mandatory for your child to learn Mandarin. On that note, let's discuss.
Multiple public schools here in the U.S. to the tune of $17 million. The money is funneled through Confucius Institutes and other cultural and language programs. News Nation correspondent Emily Finn is live in studio with us tonight. Emily, concerning because Republicans are now probing these donations.
Nick, that's absolutely right. Our lawmakers on Capitol Hill are urging the Education Department to take a closer look at these so-called little red classrooms, especially now with American students gearing up to go back to school in the next couple of weeks. We spoke with a former Defense Intelligence Agency officer who tells us that this is just the latest example.
I told you, y'all thought China was over. America, y'all done dropped a bomb on China, Hiroshima. Look it up. Y'all thought it was over. Y'all know they had vengeance since then, right? Art of war. Know thy enemy. Make thy enemy thy friend. 40th laws of power. We can go on with all these different philosophies of conquering different things. But the Chinese and China have conquered your educational system. Now, this educational system, I've been told y'all see this hat, schools crossed out. Chinaman in your school, it's over. School's already been over. Now in New York, they send your kids home, remote location, and putting the migrants in your school. Because this is a business now, ain't it? Now, I wonder why this is happening. China owns the schools, so they make all the rules, don't they? They also make all your food, don't they? Everything is made in China the last time I checked. I ain't seen nothing made in nowhere yet but China. That's the factory, the mega giga factory of the world. But now for them to put themselves in the educational system, that's a game changer. That's a game changer. I wouldn't be surprised they start buying up all the churches now, and now you gotta learn, do their religion. I wouldn't be surprised. They just purchased San Francisco. All of it. Which goes to show everything's for sale. Can we talk about it? I just want to talk about it, but let's continue. Also, hold on. I had this other thought too. See, I'm Jamaican, right? And people think that Jamaican run Jamaica. People think that America run America. People think that Africa runs Africa. People think that the Israelites run Israel. People think that the Jews run, well, they kind of do run everything. Point being, they don't run nothing. Jamaicans don't run Jamaica. The Chinaman does. And that's no disrespect to the Chinaman, because business is business, right? But this is a competitive sport. Can we talk about it? Let's discuss. Let's talk.
But the CCP trying to push their agenda on the U.S.
Xi Jinping believes that China will not be stopped from imposing its will and ideology onto American citizens.
According to Parents Defending Education's newly released Little Red Classrooms report, the Chinese Communist Party has invested $17 million into K-12 schools across the U.S. over the past 14 years through so-called Confucius Institutes. While these Confucius Institutes say their goal is to, quote, teach Chinese language and culture, Parents Defending Education claims the purpose is really to further the Chinese Communist Party's global influence.
It provides an opportunity for the...
It's always been a communist war. Read the Communist Manifesto. See, I meant to read, right? Read the Communist Manifesto, and you can understand what's going on. It's always been communism against capitalism. And right now, the Chinaman done walked into your school, capitalism is over with. Capitalism gives you the right to pursue your dreams and have the pursuit of happiness. That's what it does. It gives you a shot to say, you know what? I want some M&Ms. I want some millions of dollars to take care of my family. I have a fighting chance in order to get it, right? I have that fighting chance. With communism now, there's no fighting chance, right? The top stay at the top and they govern down the bottom. But I asked this question, and I want you to answer this down in the chat. What's the difference between communism and socialism? What's the difference between communism and capitalism? What's the difference between a republic and a democratic nation? What's the difference between a republic and a democracy? I'm here to tell y'all, right? There's no difference. This is why. There's always a group of people, right, that governs the masses. Can we talk about it? Well, let's talk.
Teachers or those who work with them to spot who might be a good candidate down the road or who might be sympathetic to their cause and try and shape the next generation that way.
Confucius Institute programs have been traced to 143 school districts in 34 states. They have been a concern for our nation's lawmakers for years. Under former President Trump's administration, the State Department designated Confucius Institute.
Pause. Did they say 34 states? 34 states? Did they just say that? My Lord. We only have 50-something states in America, don't we? 50. Right? Half of 50 isn't 25. I'm good at math. 50%. 34, you're looking at about a 67%. It's over. It's sold out. 34%, that's majority. That's my point being. Maybe off on a little math, but leave your comments down below. I know people like correcting people. That's what the comments for. Correct me if I'm wrong, as long as you got the message, right? That's all that I care about. They already here. And this coverage was done months ago, if you truly want to know. This coverage was done months ago. I was just happening to do my research the other day. I picked my topics out. Like, I'm very diabolical. I pick my topics out, write them down, X, Y, Z, do my little draft, my vision board, scratch out my topics, what I want to talk about, to get you in, create my headlines. But all I'm saying is to say, they already here. Support the merch too. This is the sample merch. Let me know. Leave your comments down below. I'm gonna run the sample merch for a second. I'm about to mass produce all of them. Right? And I'm gonna drop them down in the store. Down below. Let me know what you think. You like? Kind of fly. Sends the message. Schools, churches have been infiltrated. The Chinaman just infiltrated the churches the schools. And what they really teaching you, the world may never know, right? Why people and entrepreneurs hire people that went to school to work for them. You have to learn the business. You have to learn financial education. Also, you have to learn how to fund your business. I'm gonna pin it at the top of the chat. Fundora. They give you lots of money, plenty of money to start your ideals, your entrepreneurship, right? You might want to check your credit score and all of that to make sure you're in good standing. So I said, let's create a little digital package for the people. I have to add value every day. Smash that like button if you agree. If you don't find any value out of it, you don't need to be on this platform. Go listen to the gossip or the ray or the who or the blah blahs. See, we gotta educate while entertain at the same time, but I much rather education. But people don't like. So you have to find a way how to go fishing and will them in. So that's my way of willing you in. Also, at the top of the chat, that's Identity IQ for the credit. At the top of the chat, I also have an affiliate link for Uplift Yourself. It's called Uplift, right? Uplift your wealth. Uplift your business. What's one thing that, let me give you a fact. America is run by the business department. by the financier of the banks, which is a business. The Chinaman obviously is a business. So if you don't have any business, what are you doing here? Can we talk about it? Well, let's talk. Let's discuss.
As a foreign mission. Former intelligence officer Matt Shoemaker says while many of these programs have shut down in recent years, infiltrating K-12 schools appears to be a new tactic from the CCP.
The Chinese seem to have then changed the parameters of the debate and moved on towards grade schools in particular. So it tells me that the Chinese are incredibly resourceful in what they're doing, and they seem to have a real keen interest in going after schools to try and shape the next generation of Americans.
But perhaps most concerning to Shoemaker is the threat to our national security, with 20 of the school districts near U.S. military bases. Republican Congressman Jim Banks is now urging the Education Department to take action, right? Sending a letter to Secretary
Hold on.
saying the...
Pause. Yeah, I heard it, right? These schools are strategically placed close to the military bases. So if they decided to say, let's launch an attack, hypothetically, allegedly, supposedly, we're not spreading fear here, just awareness, right? But life is real, no deal. Life is real, no deal. They're strategically placing themselves close to the military bases just in case they decide to say, you know what? Art of war. We on the land. Let's bring them here because they brought our land here. They say that history repeats itself, doesn't it? But it don't always go the way that it normally went. Can we talk about it? Y'all better pay attention. Y'all better wisen up. Y'all seen what's Facebook owner name? The Zuckerbergs. Mark the Zuckerbergs, right? Mark Zuckerberg. He got $100 million bunker. You know, see, the thing about information is, and one thing I figure out, right? Gather as much information as you can. Why do you think the CIA and the FBI run everything? They got intel. These phones right here, it's all intel. It's all data collection. They don't need spies no more. You got a phone. I spy. I see with my own eye. I spy. I see with my own eye. That part. Who manufactured the phones? If I put a software in your phone so I spy on you whenever I want, man, don't that make me great? If I knew where you was going next, don't that make me a god? Right? It's the same thing that they did to El Chapo. Let's connect the dots. Chapo, let's connect the dots. Chapo was so vicious. It wasn't the fact that he was slaughtered people with the cartels and all of that, right? That wasn't the point. It made those people rest. I'm not promoting violence, right? This man had more intel than intel itself. Let me repeat. He had more intel than intel itself. I'm telling you, he had dirt on everybody. Why? He knew where you was coming before you came because he tapped everybody's phone. He had the software to tap everybody's phone. It's called a cell phone for a reason. What's in your body? All cells. So it's attached to your what? Body, which means it's attached to you. It's a part of you. If I can infiltrate your cell phone, I can infiltrate you. Can we talk about it? Well, let's discuss. You can't turn the other cheek and say that you don't see this, right? It's the same thing with Mr. Epstein. Y'all remember Epstein? Come to find out, why the news want to talk about Epstein now? Why? Epstein case been over. It's been closed. It's been closed. FBI raided this place and took all the information of the real list. The list that y'all getting now that's manufactured. That's fake. People's name been crossed out and all of that. It been burnt. He was an asset to the FBI. Y'all know what that means? He had intel on everyone, and they was probably using his intel among all the global people around the world to let you know we got you. So if you don't sign off on this bill or send us some donatos or make sure we got guns and bullets and drugs, then guess what? We're gonna unplug your situation and expose you. If you don't do what we say, we're gonna expose you. Can we talk about it? That's the power of intel and information. And what era are we in right now? The information era. Can we talk? Can we talk? Well, let's discuss. Let's continue.
These programs have no place in our country, let alone our classrooms, and demanding a full audit of all K-12 funding across the country.
My fathers.
Shoemaker tells News Nation it's time for parents and school officials to get involved as the federal government investigates these concerning programs.
I would absolutely love to see parents getting more involved.
But these schools, what they really teaching your kids? Can anybody answer that? Can anybody tell me what they really teaching your kids in these schools? They're just brainwashing them to me. They're not teaching them any life skills that they're really going to need in the future. They're just brainwashing you. Look at most of your concepts. Where do you get it from? Schools and churches. You see the hat? Schools and churches. Right? Which holds you back in this forever evolutionary world. The only thing that catapults you forward is your purpose. Now, people would say, this man is disrespecting the churches. No, the churches is disrespecting us. You know it. They're not practicing what they preach. Look at T.D. Jakes. My grandmother and the OTs, they love T.D. Jakes. I used to listen to Walk in the House on a Sunday. Okay, cool. He's on the screen. So they don't have your best intent. The rainbow community is all over T.D. Jakes. I mean, all over the churches. And they're in the schools. So what are they really programming your kids to be? They want them to chase the rainbow. So I said, oh no. I must stand on this. Oh no. And these are big institutions. But I say, if either you go big or you go home. Can we talk about it? Let's discuss. So I said, I'm going big. I died for, send me on home. But I will always put up a fight. I get up, I stand up. I stand up for your rights. That part. On that note, this video is a bit extensive. I'm gonna drop it down below. Tap into the affiliate links that's pinned. Go get you some business funding. Start your life. Start your dream. Fund your dream, right? Check on your credit. Identity IQ is pinned to the chat right there. And if you need some more affiliate links, I even gave you the source to the affiliate links. It's right down below. If you found that I add value on today, smash that like button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. This is the beginning. This is not the end. Don't forget to leave your comments down below and subscribe to the channel. That's how you pay me for it. Subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about these sample merch. I just want your honest opinion. I thought this one was clean. That's just me. This one a bit filthy. I like this one, you know. Dirty. This one a little slimy, gooey, a little grimy, hooey, a little slimy, gooey, a little On that note, peace, blessings, and love. Call somebody today. Let them know you love them. Let them know it's gonna be okay. I'm here to let you know whatever you're going through, it's gonna be all right. On that note, peace, blessings, and love.